Yes, you should carry with one in the chamber. I'm Kevin Michalowski, Director of Content for the U.S. Concealed Carry Association, and in this video, I'm going to explain and show you why you should be carrying your defensive firearm with one round in the chamber. So, we are talking about carrying with a round in the chamber. I'm going to say, ask your local police officer. I'm a police officer. My duty gun, when it's on my belt and I'm out on patrol, has a round in the chamber. So there's lots of reasons to do that, but we can explain, and I will show you in just a minute, why you must do that. If you're carrying a 1911 model pistol, it is not bad for you to carry with a round in the chamber. The safety fully engaged and the hammer fully cocked. That's cocked and locked. That's condition 1. That is how the 1911 pistol was designed to be carried. That's why it has a grip safety and a frame mounted safety, and then the Series 80 has a trigger block, a firing pin block safety. So is it bad to carry with a round in the chamber? No, it is not. It will not hurt your firearm to carry with a round in the chamber. Now, the next big question is it unsafe to carry with a round in the chamber? A lot of people just heard me talking about condition 1 on the 1911 pistol, and that will cause an internet argument, and people will cite the original patent drawings from 1910 about the 1911 pattern pistol and all of those sorts of things. Yes, it is designed to be carried and carried safely with a round in the chamber. It has lots of safeties, and your finger isn't on the trigger, and a good quality holster will cover the trigger, so it is not unsafe. In the mid-80s, when the Glock pistol was first being adopted, the city of Miami took a loaded Glock pistol and dropped it out of a helicopter with a round in the chamber. The gun did not fire. It didn't go off. A modern, well-maintained, striker-fired pistol is safe to carry with a round in the chamber. It is not going to go off. Let me give you a prime example now. I will show you a demonstration about what you're dealing with if you decide you don't want to carry with a round in the chamber. I'm going to use my personal defensive firearm right now, okay? So to make a gun safe, first thing, we remove the source of ammunition. Here is my fully loaded magazine from my carry gun. I'm putting that off to the side. Now, we'll draw the gun, keeping the muzzle pointed in a safe direction, and my finger off the trigger. Muzzle management, trigger finger discipline. I will rack the slide to the rear, letting the round fall out. I will lock the slide open. Let me pick this round up. There it is. We'll set that off to the side, get that out of here. Someone take that away, because we're going to be doing some dry fire training. And when we do dry fire training, we don't do it with any ammo anywhere near us. Take it into a different room. Now, again, firearm safety. There's nothing in the magazine well. You see the magazine is out. The slide is locked to the rear, so we visually and physically inspect the chamber to make sure there is no round in the chamber. This gun is absolutely 100% perfectly safe. We know that. We just had someone come and take my ammo away, so it's not here. And here's my spare magazine. Notice, the spare magazine is loaded with 4 rounds of dummy ammunition. These are snap caps, dummy ammos, 4 rounds in there. We're going to do this without a round in the chamber. So I'm going to close the slide. Now we've dropped the slide on an empty chamber. I'm going to insert this magazine with the dummy rounds, and I'm going to put this gun back in my holster. So now you have decided to carry your firearm without a round in the chamber. And suddenly you decide that you need to use your gun to stop an imminent deadly threat. Now, most of us are thinking about this, and this is why we do improper training, that the imminent deadly threat is really far away. Most people go to the range and they shoot at a 25-yard target. I'm going to tell you that if somebody's 25 yards away, the threat might not really be imminent. We're thinking about real-world scenarios here. Imminent deadly threats happen really, really close, from you to me away. We're right in each other's face when the imminent deadly threat happens. And let's just say it's somebody attacking you with a knife or a baseball bat or a blunt object or something like that, or even somebody who's got a gun and they're pointing this gun at you from very close range. Now, you do not have a live round in your chamber. You've decided it is safer to carry without a round in the chamber. I'm saying that's a mistake, but for the sake of argument, let's talk about that. So during the attack, you have to remove your cover garment. So you're pulling up on your shirt with this hand, acquire a firing grip on your gun, draw it and pull it out. And now you have to get it oriented at the bad guy, but there's no bullet in there. There's no round in the chamber. So now, instead of defending against the bad guy, protecting your head, pushing the person away, grabbing the gun, the bat, the knife, or something like that, you've got to get this hand down to the gun, rack around into the chamber, and then defend yourself or protect a family member or do something else with this offhand before you can bring the gun up and engage the bad guy. That's a whole lot of things, not only to do, but to think about. You don't have time to remember to do all of those things in a fight. Fights happen very quickly. The average gunfight lasts 3 seconds, and 3 rounds are fired typically inside of 3 yards. Those are FBI statistics. You don't have time to think about doing that. You're going to get yourself killed if you're trying to rack around into your chamber while fight the bad guy, while move your child or wife out of the way, while you try to get your gun on target. Gunfights happen very quickly at very close range, and you want to be able to grab your gun, engage the target, and pull the trigger as quickly as you can. The one big argument that people have heard for years, and it's probably 40 years old now, we hear about the Israeli method. And the Israelis, one of the finest fighting forces on the face of the earth, the Israeli army carried without a round in the chamber. And they were taught the Israeli method of fighting. They're drawing the gun, they pull it out, and then part of the draw is to rack the slide, put a round in the chamber, and then get up on target. That is how the Israelis taught their soldiers the Israeli method 40 years ago. And people say, why? Why did they do that? Well, because it's safer to carry your gun without a round in the chamber. Absolutely not true. The Israeli army did not have a uniform pistol. The Israelis couldn't get guns. They were buying them from wherever they could, starting in 1948, to arm their armed forces. And they had 1911s, they had Browning high powers, they had old Walthers, they had all different sorts of firearms that had different manual at arms. So in order to teach the Israeli army to do the same thing so they could modify their training program to teach one uniform style, they decided to carry without a round in the chamber and teach people to do that draw, so they taught everyone the same thing. It wasn't because it's patently unsafe to carry around in the chamber. It was a military training protocol. So don't get caught up in this, oh, we got to carry with one not in the chamber. We got to carry with an empty chamber because it's safer. It's not. Let's recap this video a little bit before we start talking about how you're going to win this free gun. Well, you might not win it. You might win it. It's your opportunity, your chance to win a free gun. But yes, it is safe to carry around in the chamber. No, it will not hurt your gun to carry with a round in the chamber. Yes, you will have way too many things to do in the middle of a fight to try to chamber around while you're doing these other things. So please, carry with a round in the chamber.